Okay, today I have something really cool to show you. It's It's my personal water transfer system that I came up with. I just came up with the idea completely on my own, and this is what I've got. So I have a 12-volt RV pump, and mine has quick disconnects for the water, which makes it really easy to set up. And basically, here is the pump. I hooked it up on a 12-volt switch. I have a 10-amp fuse, and I've got 4 feet of cable, and I've got it set up with one of these automotive connectors that I can take apart. That way I can use this pigtail on my battery charger. So all I do is just hook it up to positive and to the negative, and I'll show you. I'm going to go ahead and hook up the hoses, and I'll show you what it looks like. So I always start with my feed hose, the one that's going to feed into the tank, and I have to grab one part out of here. It is in here somewhere. Where is it? There it is. I need this little nozzle. Okay. Alright, so after I screw this on, I have that hooked up so that I can hook a garden hose up to it as well if I wanted to, say, draw water out of one of these containers to wash the car or wash something off, maybe the dogs, etc. So I basically put that in. Now I'm going to feed it into the outlet, lock it in, grab my intake, open up the lock, place it in, lock it up, and now all I have to do is take the lid off the water, drop the hose down in. Then I'm going to hook up the electrical connections to the battery, which is as simple as positive to positive, negative to negative. Once we get everything hooked up, it's as simple as flipping the switch, and we are now putting water into the RV. Normally this takes about 3 to 4 minutes per 7-gallon container, and it goes directly into my freshwater tank. And my freshwater tank, I cut out a section of that wood so that I could see my tank, and I marked 1/8 of a tank increments because unfortunately the gauges on tanks read only from 3 positions: 1/3 full, 2/3 full, or full, or completely empty. There's no in between. As soon as you get 1/8 of an inch below 2/3 of a tank, it says 1/3. As soon as you get 1/8 of an inch below 1/3 of a tank, it says empty, and that's not the case. So I like to know exactly how much water I have left. I know how much water we use per shower, and this helps me. Basically, what I do is I add 35 gallons of water in this way into my tank. My tank holds 60, but I have figured out that when you fill it up full, it holds closer to 60, about 68. So I get about 100 gallons, and the 100 gallons is enough to last me and Sue for 2 whole weeks boondocking. And so that's basically it. This system is very effective. I got this pump on sale at a used RV parts shop in Milwaukee, Oregon, and I believe I spent 50 bucks for it, and it came with all the connections. Between that and everything I have into this, I've got probably about 85 bucks. But this makes water transfer so easy, and this will transfer water all day long, and it uses very little power off of the battery. So all I do is charge this back up. Looks like we're starting to get down towards the end here. I need to move the hose around. Okay. All right, that's it. Tank's empty, and that's as simple as that. That was 7 gallons put directly into my tank with absolutely no real physical effort other than carrying this over here from my trailer. Okay, so now I have a second jug mixed up, or hooked up, running exactly the same way. And what I forgot to tell you is that I just put a very simple rudimentary piece of wood to mount the whole thing to, so that the pump doesn't twist or vibrate. And yeah, it works really good. I've been really happy with it. I've been using this for about a year now. And originally I was going to install a couple of freshwater tanks in my trailer. And then I was going to hook this pump and everything up permanently, so that all I had to do was hook a garden hose up to the outside of the trailer and flip a switch, and I could transfer the water from the trailer into the RV. But I since decided not to do that, because I was going to have to build a platform to drive the RZR up on top of, and it just cuts out too much room in there, and I kind of wanted to leave the trailer open so I could use it as a garage if I ever needed to. And so I'm glad I did that. Plus, one day we're going to buy some property, and the trailer allows us to bring back a lot of really large items to the property. So stay tuned. Hopefully sometime this year before fall, we will find a piece of property, hopefully in Oregon or somewhere. Just kind of an RV base camp, home base type of thing. So anyway, so it's just about done here. I just need to make sure that I get the last little bit of water out of here. And that's it. Hope you liked this video. Like, share, and subscribe.